One time for Arraez that played for the Marlins. He definitely like having one of those seasons. Maybe like I'll say like last week he was averaging maybe about his batting average was like in the 400s. Now I think it's in the 370s, and that shit is fantastic still. And I had to go and look up his stats and shit, and to see what team he used to play for before the Marlins. I didn't even know this dude. He damn near been averaging good numbers his whole like. I think he been in the league about 4 or 5 years, and he been putting up numbers like that shit for the longest. But I don't know how I haven't really been like getting whiff for this dude. But he definitely a player that the Marlins for sure could use at that second base position, because he definitely you can rely on him to definitely put up a hit, get a hit, plays batters, RBI, shit like that. So shout out Luis Arraez, man. He fucked me up to looking at his stats, man. That dude was a hell of a ball player. I definitely, his name should be in those conversations when it comes to players this season that had a hell of a year. Shout out to him. He also made the All-Star team. I know that shit was a huge accomplishment for him. And I wondered, did he got somewhere in his contract where that shit is like an incentive? Or is it everyone that makes the All-Star team automatically get an incentive or some shit? But yeah, if you got a second place, or you got a player on your team that's batting in the threes, that shit is good. I think that shit is beyond good. How I like to scale it off of anybody that's batting over 250, you consider good. If you're in the threes, you great. That's how I look at it. That's just how I kind of size it up. But he having a hell of a season. Shout out to that boy, man. He can keep balling, and I kind of want to see how their season gonna go towards the end of the season, because you know it's the second leg of the season after the All-Star break. So let me see if you're gonna keep this hot streak up, or was it just a phase? Which I don't think it was just a phase, because his eyes be on the ball and shit. His eye and back coordination is there. And definitely there. He don't be cold for too long. You know, some players go on a little streak where they're not hitting, but he doesn't goes too long. Probably the most I seen, I think, was like three at bats, and then he right back up. But yeah, shout out to him.